Hey guys, it's Surya's Gaming Hub, and we are back in Oblivion. And once again, I am going to put that warning out that there will be spoilers, and if you don't want spoilers, then now is the time to turn off the video and find something else to watch, because I'm not going to hold back from what we're going to be doing. So once the game is fully loaded, that's it. I'm not going to hold back on talking about what we're planning on doing. So, yeah. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, last warning. Spoilers will be upcoming here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys. I feel like I've given efficiently enough warning for spoilers, so we are going to go to the Bruma Mages Guild to start with, and help find Jaskar, who is playing a trick on our lovely... We're going to skip ahead a little bit, guys. On the poor woman in charge here, because they like playing pranks on her. Him and his friend. And I cannot remember his name all of a sudden, but it's fine. We'll remember it soon enough.
Hello there. Are you here to join the Mages Guild? The guild is always accepting new members. You seem capable enough. Are you sure you want to join? Very good. You are now an associate of the Mages Guild. What a wonderful opportunity for you. Now, please keep in mind that you'll need recommendations from every local guild hall in Cyrodiil before you may enter the Arcane University. I dare say my opinion might carry more weight than others, if you take my meaning. Still, all are necessary to... A recommendation from me? Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately. He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation. Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
Okay, let's go to quests, guys. We're gonna activate this quest, and we're gonna talk to Volinaro.
At your service. Oh, Jean has you looking for him, does she? I'm afraid you're not going to find him easily. I think a spell backfired. That's probably it.
Okay.
For you, of course. What a thoughtful... Thank you. That will get you...
Yes, I am bribing him, guys.
Was that... That will get you... Thank you. How kind. You want to find Jaskar? All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it, all right? That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar. Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jaskar.
Excellent.
Let me know when you're done with that little task.
Yeah, no. Volinaro and Jaskar are very much crazy people. And don't mind me, guys. It's been a little while since I've been on here, so I need to double check my brain is apparently not wanting to work with me on the words I want to do. The controls again, because I have issues with memory sometimes, unfortunately.
Have you pulled that little prank yet? You've got Jean's book, I see. All right then, I'll just take that from you. Meet me in the living quarters just after 10 p.m.
Okay, so we're gonna head down. Here, there is a book down here that we need to go read really quick, guys. Yes, that is just Scar, invisible, causing chaos. Oh, look at that. Let's get some rest, guys. 8 hours, which will put us at 9:45, and then we just have to wait out until it's 10, and then we can talk to Volinaro again. Okay. We're stuck waiting now, unfortunately for us.
I'm listening. Please go ahead.
Luckily, it doesn't take too long in game for time to pass, so.
Ready to find Jaskar? Just
Okay,
watch.
where is he?
You'll see.
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me. Please, don't be mad. We were just having some fun. We just get tired of Jin lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her. We figured it was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway. So, you can tell her you found me. Well, it was fun while it lasted. I'll have to start thinking up something new to try. Bye.
I love those two guys. I honestly hate what happens to the Bruma Mages Guild as we progress through the story.
Any luck finding Jaskar? Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good. You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never mind that. You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though, so I'll fulfill mine. Ramanus will have my recommendation. And don't you
Thank
forget
you.
about me once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out.
Even though she's
You
clueless,
too.
I do like her a lot, and I feel bad for her and what happens to her and most of the mages in this guild hall. Okay, so we're now going to work on getting our butts to Chindal's Mages Guild Hall, but first we're going to make a stop there, and then we'll walk our butts over here. Because even though I don't plan on buying anything for that house right now, I do want to find it and have it available to me if I need it. It's so cool looking, if you ask me. Like, look at that. Like, who wouldn't want a tower that looks that way? There we go. Again, I do apologize for some of the weirdness of me trying to remember my buttons because I'm constantly doing a lot of random things, but yeah, no, we're gonna run, run, run. And this video will probably be at least 2 to 3 hours long, depending on how long it takes us to get all our recommendations. Once we have all of them, we'll continue on with the Mages Guild questline in the next video because of how long it will take us to get stuff done. So, that's just as an FYI to you guys because of how I plan on wandering and checking out certain things and making sure if we run into any Oblivion gates, we will be going into them. But my goal for this video is to keep it under 3 hours and also to get all the recommendations we need. Hopefully that is clear to you guys what the plan is.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Oh joy, see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. There is a gate to Oblivion right there. So we're gonna make a pit stop before we continue on our journey. Because there it is. And I don't really like how close it is to the house, so we're gonna... So, one thing I do a lot of times is I do make a new save every time we discover an Oblivion gate. Because depending on the layout, if something happens and I want to reload it, I can at that point reload it. Okay, what kind of layout are we looking at? 3 towers. Okay, I recognize this kind of layout. Okay, we're fine. So, minus the nice, fun, very first Oblivion gate you ever go through in Kavach, the rest are all just deadly. If that makes sense, guys. Like... you have to find your way. And there's traps, which do not make it easy. Like, those guys will shoot at you. And then there's these little traps that are on the ground that also will try to kill you, so... it's a constant fun time of, oh no, oh no. You can hear it in the background. I'm trying to avoid the cave system, guys, because I hate it. Like a lot, because it's really, really difficult to get through, so I try to avoid it. By doing this. Ta-da! Because usually the caves require me to go through like multiple levels of the cave system to get to the exit. These things are so nasty. They have goodies in them, so we're gonna just ignore the nastiness. Two. I should have paid attention to how high that was. That's my fault. That made me jump. Like I was trying to figure out where the dickwad was, but couldn't figure it out. That could have been bad. I don't know if you guys could hear that thingy, but it was the sound of a not nice kind of thing. Okay, and we go. And yes, this is not the right tower, but it should be the right tower for what I'm looking for. Which it is. And with that, the gates are open. Making sure they actually opened, because I'm gonna have to go back down. Making sure I don't stand too close to where the spiky spikes will come through. Okay. Ta-da! So you see those little red dots on the ground? Those are a problem. Okay, made past those. Now we just need to find the door.
Whoa!
And we found it. So whenever you go into an Oblivion gate, look for the tower that has this thingy in it. That will be your so-called, that's where the little ball thing is that will give us a chance to close it. If that makes sense, guys. And no, I cannot remember what they are called, but that is okay. We always want to go up, guys. Never down. Always move upwards, guys. Excellent. We found the sigillium. Whatever it's called. But it's the important door. Sigil stone. That's perfect. Okay. Meant to quick save before that, but it's okay. It's fine. Okay. I am gonna ignore that dude. Because I can't really get to him because he glitched out into the thingy. But we're gonna head up to this house of ours now that we've cleared out that gate. And the main reason why I'm going through every gate we find is because, one, I don't want to have to try to figure out which gates we've cleared and which ones we haven't, because all of them are named Oblivion Gate on the map, which ain't helpful. But secondly, because once we complete the main quest, from what I understand, again, I've never completed the main quest line, but from what I understand, it ends up with you losing access to those gates, and I want to clear out all the gates that I can possibly find. So as you can tell, the door's locked, which is okay. We'll be okay. Just need to go find the key, which is that hard to find actually. Just have to walk over here. It's this little camp. And open this chest, which gives you the key. So I'll give you guys a grand tour once we've actually bought everything for it, but we are gonna go up a couple floors just because I really want to show you guys this one big thing. Damn, it's a cloudy day, but you can see right there. Don't know if you guys can tell, but that is the Imperial City. And we're in the Geralt Mountains, guys, which is important because in Skyrim, this is one of the mountain ranges that goes up against it. And we're gonna actually fast travel down to Roxy Inn just because it's easier than I don't want to have to follow the road because of the mountains surrounding Bruma and everything. And hills. It's really hard to get down here safely. So we'll fast travel to Roxy's Inn, and then we're gonna use our marker to mark off where Shandal's stables are, and we'll walk all the way over there. And then we'll go up in this area to get another statue. And we're ignoring the red marker, guys, for reasons. Oh look, another gate. And guys, my goal is to try to get all the recommendations in this video, but I'm not gonna make a video that's longer than between 2 and 3 hours. Like, I won't abruptly end in the middle of an Oblivion Gate or in the middle of one of the recommendation quests, but I cannot make any promises. That we don't end up, because it is slightly late for where I'm living, guys. by slightly late, I mean it's almost 8 p.m. for me, and it's a Thursday night, because I try to record these videos, obviously, a day or two before Saturday. And I did not save before entering here, which is my bad. In fact, it's so bad that I am gonna... Let me see where I can... Okay, we're gonna head back to the Frostcrag Spire, because this map of Oblivion Gate, I've nearly always died inside it, because I can never find the entranceway that I need to find, so we're gonna just reload and re-travel down to Roxy's Inn. I don't feel like dealing with the conjurers that are in that ruin, by the way, guys, so we're just gonna go around. And we're gonna avoid that cave as well, because once again, guys, I will be avoiding certain places just because, one, either they're part of a quest or I just don't feel like dealing with whatever enemies are inside. Like vampires. I don't want to deal with vampires right now. And that's what I would have to deal with if I went into that barren cave, so we're gonna just ignore it. And pretend it doesn't exist, because we can't.
Well met. We're here to serve. Dervera Ramalin is sure proud of the Newlands Lodge. I think she's especially happy that the Red Queen drinks there. You too.
I don't know who the Red Queen is, guys, so...
There's no problem, is there?
No problem,
There were
just me.
lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Best not to go there.
Thanks for the
Farewell.
info. Because in there, there's actually a robe that I really like for my spell casting. But I usually wait until level 10, because then I can get a pretty good
Greetings to you.
thing.
What about Grauzgash? We've got everything the adventurer needs. I'm an old adventurer myself, and I know what's wanted. The Mythic Dawn have been leaving notes in Talos Plaza. I hope no one believes their lies. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Not really, no. But I need to sell some stuff, so...
You... A good price for... Fine. You made a... That seems a fair... A good price for... Tell your friend... I'm through talking to you.
Yeah. Okay, guys, time to go visit the Shandal Mages Guild and do their recommendation quest, which is not as fun, in my opinion, as Bruma, because this one requires me to deal with
Hello.
crazy people. Mainly crazy person, but that's just me. In my opinion on the matter.
Well met.
What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation. Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me? Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving. Find someone else to bother, won't you?
Good morning.
Have you noticed a change in the well water recently? It tastes strange to me. No doubt. Nasphere Cosmos is really skewed.
So, I want you guys to keep that in mind. The strange water. Well water. Like, keep that in mind. And Deetsun's not going to talk to us, by the way, guys. Not right now. She is not comfortable talking to us about it. This recommendation thing until somebody is not around. So we just need to wait for him to go
A visitor, yes.
into the basement. Like so.
I'm Dietzen, magician, Mages Guild, that is. We can talk, so long as Falkar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falkar's ring, it may come in handy. And if you find out
Thank you.
anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you?
Of course.
Goodbye.
She's not gonna like what I find out. We're gonna switch flare out for buoyancy. We're gonna need it. Here's Vidkin. And by the way, this is the well that the well water comes from. Just as a big FYI to you all of why that well water tasting funny was such a bad sign. And yes, we are overweighted because the ring of burden weighs, I believe, 150. Let me take a look here. Yep. And it's worth nothing. I don't know if that person's talking to me, but whatever. We're gonna just go walk our butts over, slowly but surely. I'll usually keep the ring on me until I make it through to a certain point, and then I just dump it.
Good afternoon.
Gonvet House sure does have a knack for training dogs.
I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, Associate. It may affect your recommendation. He's dead? Oh, I knew it. I just knew something like this had happened. Falkar must have known, and yet he said nothing. How could he allow this to happen? Thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry that you had to be a part of all of this. Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part.
Lovely.
I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone. And after you'd left to go after that ring, well, I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falkar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkun, so I confronted Falkar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd help you.
Argonian
And then
woman.
when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council.
She is a sweet
Good day.
person, and personally, I feel like she would have been a better
She taught me a little something about acrobatics, though.
leader.
Good to see you.
Oh, I can't believe.
So we're gonna go to his room and take a look, because he definitely was up to no good. So these drawers are where I usually leave the black soul gems are a problem, because I don't know if you guys remember. We're gonna throw that in there, get rid of that problem. Necromancy is illegal during the Oblivion crisis, and black soul gems are considered part of necromancy, unfortunately. So us finding that is not a good thing.
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, You didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council.
Again,
In light of the
sweet
circumstances,
person.
I believe they'll find it more than adequate. Be seeing you.
Again, another sweet person who I feel like was put in a bad situation where she tried to protect people and got almost threatened. Okay, time to go get another statue, guys. It's gonna be somewhere in this general area. I'm not gonna try to remember where everything is half the time, because I usually remember the general area of it, and that's enough for my brain. Brain completely forgot that we did not have our shocking touch in place like we were supposed to. Game's gonna give me a heart attack at this rate. I'll probably in between, because as you guys know, so that's where we're headed, by the way, that Finacus, I don't know how to pronounce that one bit. As you guys know, I have to stop the recording before the hour mark, or it just cuts off abruptly. And as such, once we hit that 1 hour mark, I will probably save and quit the game entirely just to give it a reboot. Because sometimes that's the best option when it starts being glitchy, but I'm not ready to cut the video because we're not that far along. We're getting close. We're at like 48 minutes out of 50. My goal is to try to get through the Finacus. Again, I'm probably butchering that name 100%, and I do apologize for it, but in we go. And again, guys, this video is probably going to be about 2 hours long because it is late for me, and as such, I do need to get some sleep tonight. I don't usually get a good enough amount of sleep in the first place, so I try to do my best to not prolong it.
Come to me,
And yes, there is vampires in here, because why the hell not? And before we leave this place, we will be checking one important thing. And that is called, I don't trust to not be infected. Since vampires are able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Affect us even with their weapons, not just their, like the magical spell that can do it in Skyrim. As such, I usually try to check after each vampire encounter to just make sure, you know. Like, we will do some vampirism, but it will not be for a while. And when we do it, we'll do it after we get a certain house and get it fully upgraded. And there's the second Iliad statue.
Who's there?
Not sure how he gets away with wearing that and that. That's kind of stupid, but whatever. Okay. Since that was the last vampire, what we're going to do is go to magic. Okay, nothing bad. And this is because of our birth sign, guys, so we can ignore that. But nothing else negative, so we're in the clear of nasty diseases. Like, we do have some potions of cure disease, luckily, but still. And our next stop will be here. Because that will be the next Iliad statue. And I am trying very hard not to yawn, guys. I hope you know that. I'm trying to make sure I mute myself before yawning. And there's another gate to Oblivion. How are we doing on recording time? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll save the game, because we're almost to the 55-minute mark for my thing. So we'll clear out any annoying buggers, save, and then before going through, I'll just end recording for this hour and take care of business of exiting out of this game completely because of the glitches it's been doing. So yeah. Okay, time to head into the gate, and I did take the time, guys, to close up the video, and I gave it like a 5-minute window before rebooting it and starting up the next hour long, almost hour long, because PlayStation does another really annoying thing besides making it impossible to have videos that are over a certain amount of time, where once you hit the 55-minute mark, and this is why a lot of the times the videos are very, very close to being almost 1 hour long, they're just slightly below it, not 1 hour, but 2 hours long, is because once you've reached the 55-minute mark, it then pops up as like a warning and doesn't go away, just counting down the last 5 minutes up above the like on screen right where the compass bar for this game is. So I try to not, I do not like that at all, so I tend to not. I don't like that one bit, so I try to pretend. That's why I cut it like at 55 minutes for each section of the video that I record, just because of the fact that I really do not care for their stupidness. And yes, these Magica Wells are my friends, and I will use them. He went flying. Okay, time to get our butts in and up, up, up the tower we go to get the sigil stone. Up, 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 and away we go. There are so many traps now that we've closed the Kvatch gate. Like, that was the baby gate, like, to just teach us about gates, right? And how they work, and how to find the sigils, all that fun stuff. Like, it's the tutorial gate. It's the baby gate, as I like to call it. But once you close that Kvatch gate, trading wheels come off and you end up trying to not die. Luckily this tower seems to be one of the more easier gates, which is good. Oh. Ooh. Sadly, we won't be able to loot that dude, because, yeah, we killed him as we were being booted out of Oblivion again. Like so. Okay, let us keep a move on. We have places to be, people to see, you know, the usual fun. And yes, I did look at Skyrim again, seeing if I could figure out what we should do next in that world, but in that Elder Scrolls game, but I have not figured it out yet, hence why we have not returned to it. I've been checking weekly, trying to think of what we can do next, because I'm not quite ready to go to Souls Time in that one. But we are starting to get to the point where we're gonna need to go to Souls Time at some point, but I'm trying to think about if there's anything else we need to do on the mainland, essentially, is the problem right now, guys. And yeah, I could loot the bandit, but I don't feel like it right now. So, we are going to be making a couple different stops before we head to Leowen, because there is an Iliad rune with an Iliad statue here, about here, and about here, and about here. And then we'll head to Leowen. And again, I'm probably going to have to cut this off at the 2-hour-ish mark, but if we're in the middle of a ruin, or in the middle of a Mage's Guild quest, or in the middle of an Oblivion gate, we will not. I will continue recording until we're out of that situation, or we finish the Mage's Guild line. If that makes sense, guys. So, as just like an FYI to you guys, like I will not leave you guys on any cliffhangers really. Like, yeah, we may not make it through the entire recommendations from all the cities, but hopefully we did get 2. And 2 out of how many do we have left after that? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, 5. Because there's about 7 of them. 2 out of 7 isn't great, but you know, hopefully we can make that a 3 out of 7, but we'll see what happens. Depends on how long it takes us to get to each ruin and each subsequent detail, essentially. There is one Iliad rune that's nearby that we will never, like even if we discover on the map, I'm gonna ignore it. Like, I'm not going in there because every single time I've gone in there, I have nearly died because it's just not friendly to a player. Like, I don't know how to describe it, guys, but it's not fun. And that rune, by the way, guys, is called Nornell, and I don't get it. Like, I don't. It's not fun. It's not easy to do. It has this stupid room where there's a poison trap that literally is impossible to make it through unless you can move quickly enough. And it's just, I can't. I do not like it one bit, so I usually try to avoid it at all costs. So Kalat is where we're headed next, by the way, guys. And this is an interesting rune because, as you'll see when we get in there, there will be no one there. No monsters whatsoever. No zombies, no ghosts, nothing. We're going to use a Wakeland Stone, and we'll use this well once we're done pumping inside there. And it stays empty until you get the Iliad statue. Don't ask me why it's like that, but it is. It's weird. So, to make my life easier, I do not go across this bridge one bit. We actually just drop down. Because if you look at the bridge, you see those cracks? It's supposed to collapse it underneath you. And I just choose not to do that because of the way we have to go to get back to the entrance means that it is not really fun if you go that route of going across the bridge. Because the Iliad statue is on the other side. And that's the entrance that leads to the corridor that leads to the other side of the bridge, as you'll see here. I'll show you. See? and see zombies. And like that, no more zombies. And before we continue on, we're going to do a couple. Like we always do when we come to a world. Not sure what world was happening there. That was a weird glitch, but whatever. I'll take it. Our next stop will be up in this area. So off we go, right? Again, I am trying to avoid certain caves and everything just because I don't feel like dealing with them. So, if you're wondering what's happening there, it's because I am being slightly lazy, but also because I want to get through as much as we can in this video. Because I would like to make it to Leywin, but again, I do plan on getting all multitasking here, so. That means we may end up not making it to Leywin. We'll see what happens. But again, I will not, under any circumstances, leave mid-ruin the video off while we're mid-ruin or anything like cave, ruin, Heliod ruin, whatever. I won't leave in the middle of, off in the middle of those. I'll finish off the video by getting through the ruin. I want to take a look at something, guys. We're going to work on the illusion, actually. Because it, one, takes less magical than me summoning a skeleton and using destruction magic on it. But two, because we need to get our illusion up to 50. Because at level 50 we can have invisibility spells, which are nice. Off we go. And that's where we're headed. Macamentain. I, again, could be butchering these names. 100%. We're gonna use the well once we're done going through here. And there are necromancers in here, by the way. But there's also like flint stones, which we will need. I'm not sure where the necromancers are, because usually there's at least one or two in this front section. So I'm a little bit creeped out by the fact that there are none. See? Necromancer. Making sure there's no chests. Nothing we need to worry about. Okay, we're gonna quick save. Just because I can. And because of this reason. This is a poison room. Which means we do not explore it. We just quickly move forward. At least he didn't die on that thing, because that noise is annoying that it makes as it goes down. And if there's a body on there, usually it just keeps repeating its motions because it thinks that the dead thing is alive still. Okay. And if we find a bed, we'll use it, obviously, guys. Like, because, you know, we can't level up without resting, so. But for now, we'll just have to ignore the fact that we need to level up. Because there's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. Okay, before we're gonna grab Starlight, but we're also gonna do this. We're gonna move. And I never get this location or the location that's like in this area right at all, so it's more of a rough estimate. That marking. Yeah, no, those alien statues are worth a pretty penny and totally worth the time it takes us to go get each one. Like, you guys will see how much money we can get off of them. Once we get there anyways. We gotta make it. We gotta get all 10 first, because I always try to get all 10 before. We should have, let me see here. Yep, 4, because this is number 5. And I do not want to pay for a bed. That's why we're ignoring the inn, even though we do need to sleep to level up. And yes, I did hear that Nern root, and no, I am not going to worry about it. Okay. We're gonna avoid the fort. There it is, Wendelbeck. You see how far off we are, by the way, guys? Like, that is a huge gap. But it's okay. It got us in the general area, which was the point of this. And this is another necromancer's hideout, hangout, unfortunately for us. At least this one's more obvious about it than the other one. By that, I mean there is an altar to make black soul gems right there. In we go. And this is one that I actually do not usually, like, go all the way through. Like, I will walk back the way we came kind of thing. Just because it's easier than going through a poisonous field. These things can give you diseases, by the way, if you're wondering why I tried so hard not to be hit by them. Have to angle yourself just right to grab those things. And press the button at the right time. It's a weird mixture of annoyance and, like, skill, essentially. I do my best. Also, there is a necromancer that I'm trying to make sure doesn't notice me because I don't feel like dealing with them. If they notice me, then so be it. We'll have to just wait for them to come to us, because I'm not going to them. Because they have to get through a poison room. That room right there. Which is why we're not going to chase after the fact that I know that there's a necromancer room past this one that isn't poisonous, but I still don't want to deal with them, so... Damn it. I don't know how they saw me, but... They have to go through a poison room, so we're going to just wait for them to get their butts through. Yes, we are standing here waiting because I'm not going after them. They can come to me. Because each one of those vents spews poisonous gas, guys. Like, that's how bad it is. But now we don't need to sneak. We can just walk. Normal. leaving the stones in certain areas in place just because it'll be easier to come back to them at a later date and time. That opens up the gate that leads to the next section of this place, so.
Hello? Who's there?
And I did jump down here for a reason, guys, if you're wondering. And this is the reason. It makes it easier for me to get around this place once I'm ready to do so. But we're going to keep the one that face the entrance over there, and then the ones over there that will get us to the entrance of the next room, which is where the statue is, so. No, I do not need to pick this lock and go in there and deal with the necromancer that's in here. But do I want to? Absolutely.
What's that? Your presence here will
Will not be tolerated. Yes, I know. That's why I'm just gonna outright just get rid of you and make it so that you're no longer my problem. And now I don't need to sneak anymore. There we go. And there is nothing back here, by the way, guys, if you're wondering. These things are so handy to have. That hurt, but oh well. So you guys are about to see the biggest reason why we'll be just not going through the rest of this thing. One, the dark wet glintstones that will shoot like beams of frost at you, essentially. Not fun. But the way out of here is either through the falling gate, the falling blade bridge, which is not fun, or going through here. Also not fun. So we're gonna just grab the statue and go back the way we came, because I'm not doing that game. I'm not. I'm sorry guys, but I'm not. Like, I do try to get through most of the ruins 100%, but certain ruins I'm not willing to risk my character's life on, so. So yeah, we'll just go back the way we came. And then we'll head to the next ruin. Which will get us to 6 statues, I believe. Let me see here. Because we have hit uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, and I don't, after number 5, I don't know how to count in Spanish, unfortunately, but we're gonna head this way and get number 6, and let's verify, because I have accidentally, yep, 5. I've accidentally left them behind. Not on purpose or anything, just mentally. Somehow I forgot to grab them. But it's all good. So let's head to Welk, is the next location, by the way, guys. What is very, very popular with a certain species of annoying creatures, which is called the mud crab. I do not care for the mud crabs, but can I avoid them? No. Unfortunately, I cannot do that. Though I really like these trees and the design of this area. Like, it is really cool, if you ask me. So, Welk. As you can see, again, we're very much off the mark, but that's okay. The point of the mark is not to be directly on top of it. It's to put me in the right direction. It's nice when I get it correct, but not necessary for me to do my thing. And I am going to just really quickly move that, like so. And if I remember this place correctly, this is another ruin that we will not be able to explore fully because of poison and everything. But what we can do is we can just go this way. Our first ghost. And that room is also a no-no room because there's a trapped vent in there that I don't want to deal with, so... I hate ghosts. They're creepy, but not as creepy as their, the other version of them, which is like a wraith-like creature, which is also very, very creepy. Make such weird noises. Like really creepy noises. Can't remember if there's any chests in this area, so I'm just quickly popping my head to look. Yeah, no, So there's two ways to get to this section, and the other way involves a lot of poison gas, so I obviously avoid that. Making sure this area is cleared because we'll be coming back here. There's a slaughterfish in here and also a couple chests that I want to play in. Work on getting into, so I need to cast buoyancy because buoyancy is not just a freaking spell to ease my burden. It's also a spell that allows me to breathe underwater, which is necessary. Luckily, we will not need to come back through here again anytime soon after this. We're going to go this way, which is not the right way just yet, guys, but we're going to go this way just to clear it out and make sure it is safe. See? There's the zombie. And that's the way out. It's a shortcut, so we don't have to go through the water again. But we're not quite ready to go that way, so we're going to come back down here and go to this dead-end room. Literally, it's a dead end, guys. Like, there's no way out of it except for this door. And there's one last little bugger I need to deal with. Where are you? Ta-da! There we go. Yes! Got it on the first try. Love it when I do that. Second try, but still awesome. Things are very, very important when you have the Atronach birthstone, guys. That's why I'm so determined to grab them. Because I can't regenerate magic on my own, and these things are a lot easier to have than multiple potions to refill your bar, especially as you get higher leveled and get more and more magicka. Because potions, like, sure, these weigh a pound each, and I don't know if pounds is the right amount, right metric for this, but I'm going with pounds because that's the metric I know. But potions weigh about a half a pound, and after a while, having, like, okay, let's see here. So we're nearly out of magicka, right, guys? Like, we've got... Let's just do this really quick. I want to do something. And also, this game doesn't allow you to drink too many potions. Like, you can only drink so many. So. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? I can only drink 4 at a time. And that puts us at 2 pounds, and I didn't even fill up my whole magic bar, which is why I'm why I'm so willing to grab more Wakeland stones. And when I do grab them, I unfortunately do have to do this again. Replace. Put them back where they were on the shortcut bar, because I don't know why it does that, but whenever I grab them, like grab more of them, it tends to remove them from the shortcut bar, much to my annoyance. Okay, out we go. Time to leave. And head to Leowin. I think we'll make it to Leowin, hopefully. I make no promises, obviously, but based on, because we're at about 49 minutes left. We're at 49 minutes into this one, so we're gonna move our butts and get ourselves over there. And there may or may not be a Oblivion Gate over there, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna just, if there is, then I'll save the game and we'll go into the Oblivion Gate first thing next video and continue our path of our whole like movement of grabbing all of the things that we need to grab, the Iliad statues and the recommendations. We'll be doing that in the next video, obviously. Hopefully we can get through that and continue with the Mages Guild questline fully after we do that. So we'll see what happens, though. I make no promises about the next video, but I'm hopeful. Also trying to make sure I memorize where the marker is, because if it gets to 55 minutes, it's gonna block my view. And that's annoying when it does that, I might add. I don't recognize this location. Where's my phone? Great. Be annoying, isn't it, guys, when this happens? Okay, we're gonna ignore it because there is a quest involved with it. So we'll just ignore it and deal with it later. It's on our map, but which is annoying, but whatever. I'm not even sure what quest line it's involved in, but I wanted to get us moving. So, like, I saw that there is a quest, and it's not one of the quests that I know will not glitch out if I go in there. So I'm just gonna go and ignore it for now. We'll come back to it at a later time. I'll look into what quest it is, because if it's like for the Fighters Guild, then I might not mind going in there. But we'll see what happens. This place is not a ruin, it is a settlement, so we'll be fine.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
They say that the priests and priestesses of the Chapel of the Vela have all been murdered.
Okay, no Oblivion Gate. That's good. It usually spawns in this little area, so. What time is it in game? Okay, so I know we're getting very, very close to the time period where it's going to cut us off, but I'm going to make a quick pit stop and sell some stuff, and then in the next video we'll start the Leowin recommendation quest. And once that's done, then we'll make our way to Breville. And I'm hoping I'll have enough money to do the Breville questline by the time I do the Bruma one and do all that fun stuff.
Hello? Goondalus guarantees everything almost free at best goods and guarantees, retail service, and warehouse prices.
I like him.
They say a whole island with an inhuman statue appeared near Breville. As if the world wasn't crazy enough already.
And that is something we will not be doing until the main game is complete. By the way, guys. Main questline complete.
May I interest you
And
in
it's
some of my fine
popped
wares?
up. Okay. I'm going to ignore it for now. We're going to work on just selling
A good
as much
price.
all of this
You
crap
gotta
that's in our
find-
inventory. Because we're getting close to our limits. Which is not good.
An excellent bargain.
We need to keep that on us.
That's a good deal. That seems a fair price. And a good price. That's more than I'd usually... You've made a good bit of gold.
Thank you.
That's more than I'd usually pay. Good day.
Okay, I'm going to step out of here, and I am going to call it here, guys. In our next video, we will be heading into the Leowin Mages Guild to get our recommendation from them. And then after Leowin, we'll head to Breville and get our next recommendation from them, and then make another stop at another Ayleid rune up here, go to the Inn of Ill Omen, then Skingrad, then Coral, make another couple pit stops, one before Coral, which will be one more Ayleid rune, and then the last two we'll make after we finish the Coral recommendation questline, and stop at the other two, and then loop around to come over here to Anvil and do that whole questline. So yeah, no, that is it for today. I really do appreciate you guys watching this, and I hope you guys have a great weekend and are doing good, and thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it, guys.